Now, I think we all understand that if a product is free, we become the product. In other words, our data is being stored, collated, collected, and used in a multitude of different ways. We know that platforms like Google have a range of free and pretty good tools available, including things like Google Analytics. However, there are implications to using that I personally want to stay away from. So if you want an alternative, maybe not as powerful, but an alternative that is perfect for probably 99% of users, join me as we take a look at one right now. I'm going to be checking out independent analytics. Now, there are two versions of this available. The free version, which is what we are going to take a look at in this video, but there's also a pro or premium version, and we'll take a quick look at what that includes at the end of the video and take a look at the pricing structure and all of those good things a little later. Okay, so independent analytics, as its name suggests, it's an analytics platform, but instead of it being a SaaS or a software as a service like Google Analytics, you simply install the plugin into WordPress and you are done. There's no messing about with codes or inserting things into your headers and footers. It's all done as part of the plugin itself. So I've already gone ahead, downloaded and installed this into a demo website. Once you do, you'll get this new little dashboard area inside the home section of your dashboard, which will give you an overview, which is kind of useful. I would like to see that expanded to give us the potential for a full view version of it with maybe a little bit more information. But for now, it does the job that we need. If we click on open the dashboard, that will take us into the actual platform itself. And you can see all directly integrated into your WordPress dashboard. Now, the first thing that I really do appreciate about this is, even though this is the free version, unlike lots of other platforms out there, it's not covered in upgrade, buy the lifetime license, buy this, buy that. Yes, there's an upgrade to pro option on the left hand side, and there's an upgrade and save 45% at this point in time. And that's basically it. That's all you have inside you. And I can live with that. I think they do have more than enough reason to put that in there. But I do appreciate it when companies don't bombard us with tons of banners all over the shop. It's annoying. So as long as they stick to that, I'm going to be super happy. What we have inside here? Well, first of all, let's take a quick look at the dashboard. Now, this is a demo site, so you're going to see really minimal data. But you can see we've got a overview telling us the number of visitors in the last 30 days, the number of views, the number of sessions, and we've got a kind of nice grid overview. And underneath, we've got a breakdown of all of the different kind of visitors, where they've gone, and those kinds of things. And this is customizable. We can choose what we want to display inside here. If we come over to the settings section, you can customize various other aspects of this. So if you like the dark mode, you can enable dark mode and simply hit save settings. And we'll switch over then into dark mode. You can change your first day of the week, so other countries may have different ones. Monday in the UK is what we have. And if you want to block IP addresses, you can do that inside here very easily. And you can block by user role, and you can set up user permissions. So you can see you can set up the different permissions based upon the different user roles. So that's pretty cool to see. You can enable a view counter on the front end of the site. Why you would want to do that, I don't know. So please don't do that. That'll take us back to 2008, and that's not a good time. But you can see you can customize it, where you want to display it, how you want to display things, those kinds of things. And you can export information, and you can delete all of your data, which is, again, always good to see. So all those options are available inside the settings. So it's pretty minimal, pretty simple. So heading back over to the main dashboard section, you can see we've got some information inside here that's kind of useful. We've got the last 30 days, which is what we're currently looking at, and you can enable or disable any of these sort of chart entries. So if you want to see just visitors, you can enable that. Just visitors and sessions, you can enable that, or you can enable as much as you want to. Your visitors, your views, your sessions gives you a basic overview, and as you start to grow over a period of time, it starts to collect more data. It'll give you comparisons between the previous and the sort of current month or whatever you're looking at. That's pretty cool to see. Underneath then you can see the most popular pages, content, whatever it is on your site. It'll tell you the visitors, views, sessions, and also the link to it. So if you want to jump over to that, you can jump over to it simply by clicking. That'll take you to that relevant page, give you a breakdown, and it tells you what kind of post type it is that you're actually accessing. It's very simple. But for most clients, most use cases, this is all you need. You don't need to worry about all these advanced data entries and all those kinds of things. But if you want more information, you can hop over to the referrers, and this will say where your data is coming from, where your visitors are coming from. Now, for this example, I've only got direct traffic, but if you are using referrers like Facebook or YouTube or anything like that, they'll start to be listed inside here, including your search engines and so on. So you can get the breakdown inside here. Now, none of these are clickable, so you can't actually go in and delve any deeper should you need to. Geographic will show you the location of where your visitors have come from. So you can see this will show that the UK and Ireland is where they come from because it's basically just me. This is a test website and that's basically it. And that's it, really. If you want to, you can change the number of days you're viewing, so you can view it based upon the last year, today, or you can sort of, it's very easy to do. You can apply your date ranges. You can filter your rows, so if you want to, you can choose to include and exclude what columns that you want to include inside the data to create these filters. So it's nice to see you can filter things down inside here. Again, very simplistic. There's nothing rocket science. And finally, if we hop back over and choose the things like edit columns, this is where you can choose what columns are going to be displayed in any of these different subsections. If you have the Pro version, there's extra options if you're using WooCommerce, so that's pretty cool to see. And if we come back to pages, you'll see that the edit columns option now is going to be different because that's based upon these columns. And that's pretty nice and simple to see. And what I found is that the data updates pretty quickly. For example, let me just copy this URL. Let's make a note. We've got 2 visitors, 5 views, and 3 sessions. Let's open up an incognito window. We'll pop my link inside there. This will take us over to the test site. As you can see, this is just a plain old site using the Ollie theme, which is something I've covered recently. So we've come to the home page. Let's go and find something else we can look at. Let's take a look at Hello World, for example. There we go. We're now on the Hello World page. Come over, we'll take a look at a different page. So we're just kind of browsing around because we're really interested in all the content. We'll take a look at the different sections. We'll find a different post that I haven't visited. So we've browsed around a little bit now and we've added some extra data in to our analytics. And you see it's updated pretty much in real time. So within the space of a second or two, you can see this has now updated the data. You can see our chart is now showing more info. Let's break this down to say, let's say for the last 7 days and apply that. Gives us a much more visible chart, and you can see underneath all those different sections that I've been to, the categories, the tags, the posts, the pages, everything is listed inside here. For a lot of use cases, this is going to be more than enough, like I say. However, if you do want more, there are some extra features that the Pro version includes. Now, for me, I use UTM to do a lot of tracking of various different link types. To get access to that, you are going to need to have the Pro version. So let's hop over to the site and take a look at the pricing. And at the moment, at the time of recording and releasing this video, there's a 45% discount, which applies to both the lifetime, if you grab the lifetime deal, and any of the Pro versions that you may want to take a look at. And the nice thing about this is, unlike a lot of deals like this, where you only have that price for the first 12 months, and then you pay full price. If you take a look at will my discount apply in the future, yes, you'll be grandfathered in with the price you pay today is the price you lock it in at. So for example, if you just grab this for one site, you'll pay $54 per year moving forward. If you go right the way up to the top and you stack this to unlimited sites, you'll be paying $274 per year and no additional costs after year 1. That's pretty cool to see. And the same goes with lifetime. If you want to grab the lifetime deal, then you can grab it. Now, personally, while I like lifetime deals, I do think this is probably just a little bit expensive for a new plugin with a relatively simplistic feature set. So maybe that needs to be revised a little bit to make it a little bit more of an incentive to get adopters on board. But, it is pretty cool what you can see you have. Now, we've basically seen all of the free options. So you can see you've got your dashboard, you're 100% GDPR compliant. And basically, if you take a look at this, this will tell you how it's GDPR compliant because you're basically, all of your data is on your own server. It's not being sent anywhere else to the US or anything like that, which has GDPR implications. So obviously, check this out to make sure you're happy with everything that's being said here. But it's good to see the GDPR compliance is high on their priority list. Easy setup, exactly as it says. You've simply installed the plugin and you are done. You can tweak it and configure it if you want to, but you could literally go with the vanilla settings and you are good to go. But if you want the Pro features, currently there are only 4 additional Pro features. Your campaign links, which is something that I think is very useful. This is where you can use it to create your own UTM links that allow you to track campaigns and so on. It'll give you more data. Like I say, this is something that I use very, very regularly. So this is something that I would want to see inside here if I decide to use this over over what I currently use, which is Fathom Analytics, which is costing me about $15 per month. So you kind of look at what's the pricing of that compared to the price of, sort of independent analytics, and if the one offsets the other longer term. On top of that, if you want real-time analytics, you don't need to refresh, then you've got the real-time analytics included in Pro, WooCommerce Analytics included in Pro, and the ability to have email reports. So great if you have this and you're using this with a client or client base, then you can have a PDF report sent out to the clients once a month if you want to. That gives them all the statistical information based upon the analytics. So pretty cool to see that. But that fundamentally is what independent analytics is and what it offers and the price that it includes. So let me know, what are your thoughts on this? Have you tested this? Have you tried it? Will you test it and try it? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you have alternatives that are just as easy to set up as something like independent analytics, do let me know down in the comment section, because I'd love to take a look at other alternatives as well. As always, all applicable links are in the description. My name is Paul C. This is WPTuts, and until next time, take care.